How do I select clients for my groups? Hi, I'm Louise Fisher from OTGrow. Welcome to our YouTube channel. So to say we have 100 subscribers, which is absolutely fantastic. Those of you that have not subscribed yet, please would you press the subscription button as well as the notification button. So in this channel, we discuss tools, tips and techniques to make you an effective group therapist, one that will bring shifts and sustainable changes in your clients. All right, so today the question is, but how do I select clients for my groups? So with groups, we are, as we have in all of our YouTube channel episodes, we have spoken about the interactive group model. So I am specifically honing in on how do I select clients for the interactive group model that will ensure that we are matching what we're expecting and the outcomes, the goals, what we are facilitating with the ability of our clients. So those of you that don't know the model of creative ability, or as some people call it, the VDT mocker, I suggest you go and read up about it. It is a brilliant model, and it has a look at what we call the levels of functioning of our clients. And so when somebody is on a very low level of functioning, there's certain characteristics and abilities that they have that is going to not make them suitable for the interactive group model. So for the interactive group model, we want clients on passive participation and higher. Those of you that are not familiar with it, it's basically level 4 of the model of creative ability. So those of you that aren't familiar with the model, let me just give you some of the characteristics. Who are the people that are a good match for the interactive group model? So first of all, it's people that already have abstract thinking or starting to think abstractly. Because when we ask how you feel, if a client can't think abstractly, that's going to really be difficult because we're often asking people to reflect how they're feeling, what has happened in the group, how is that impacting them. And if they don't have the ability to think abstractly, that's going to be difficult. We want people to have the ability or potential for insight. So maybe they've got partial insight or more intellectual insight, and that's fine. That's great to have them in the group. But if there's no insight, it might make them an unsuitable candidate. So if you think there's potential, then great, you can include them. We would like our clients to be apsychotic. That does not mean that we cannot include people that have depression with psychosis or substance-induced psychosis, as long as they've started to stabilize and are no longer psychotic, because we want them to be able to have be able to talk and interact with other people logically, in reality, in the here and now. Other characteristics that we are looking at is we're looking at people that are starting to become aware of social norms. Maybe they're still struggling to comply to them or to reach them, and that's fine. But at least they've got a concept of what a norm is. They have an idea of social expectations, that you cannot come into a group and just swear or just do whatever you want. There are social norms that need to be upheld. So people coming into an interactive group needs to have some idea of what norms and social expectations there are. Second thing is clients on a lower level, they're not really interested in building relationships or even in conversations or interaction. You'll see typically they'll come to you, they'll ask you a question before you've answered, they've already walked away because they're really not actually interested in you. They are very much about themselves. But when they are become suitable for the interactive group model, you'll see there is an attempt to be able to sustain or maintain a conversation. There is a give and take in a conversation. There is starting to build relationships, and relationships become more important. And the last characteristic that's quite important is what we call product sync. centered. In other words, that they are aware we're making something. Clients that are lower level functioning, if you ask them to make something, they won't even understand what the concept is of we are painting, material painting a tablecloth. What is that? They can't understand what that's about. And often they don't understand when the product is finished. So they'll carry on or they'll stop prematurely because there's no concept of what it is and what it's supposed to do. So we want people in our interactive groups that are able to have an idea, a concept of, okay, we're going to make a product. And whether that be a dance, a song, a drama, a poster, it doesn't matter, but we need to have clients that have an ability to be able to kind of have a concept of what it is that you are asking clients to do when we're facilitating our activities. So I hope that you have an idea of which clients are suitable for the interactive group model. For clients that are on level 2 and 3 or the lower levels of the DVT MOCA or model of creative ability, it's not that we don't see them in groups. It's just you are going to lean into the principles of the model of creative ability far more than you are going to be using any of the principles and approaches of the interactive group model. So it's not that you can't see them in groups, but the groups are totally different. How the therapist facilitates it is different. The goal she's trying to achieve, the activities she chooses is very different. So it's really important to assess your clients. You can't just walk into a group and everybody's sitting there and you're going to come in and provide intervention. Because how do you know what your client needs and whether they're suitable? So it's extremely important. Please make sure that you assess your clients and that you have from passive participation and higher, you can use the interactive group model. Actually, it's the preferred medium of intervention for passive participation and higher. And for those that are self-presentation and lower, you're not going to be using this technique. All right, so I hope that clarifies a lot for you. And I hope you're going to see as you are taking out inappropriate clients and making groups of more exclusively appropriate clients, you're going to be able to see a difference in how your group progresses. All right, see you in the next episode and happy facilitating.